Welcome back, everyone. Pedro here with another live stream. It is Monday, December 5th, already 10:56 p.m. here in Canada, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Time flies. And I just want to welcome you guys to the channel. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing below. Let me know where you're tuning in from, guys. Super excited to have you all here. And we're just going to be looking over the charts quickly. We're going to take a look. As you guys know, it's holidays coming up. So the markets are starting to cool off a little bit, but wanted to welcome you guys. Maybe you're new to trading, maybe it's your first time trading, whatever the case is. I want you to know that you have a community you can count on. And so yeah, guys, don't forget to hit the little notification bell, click all notifications, and that you don't miss a single live. Similar to these live streams, because I typically come in live every single day, Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. But I do sometimes do these surprise live streams in the evenings. So if you don't want to miss out on these, guys, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, but also hit that little notification bell, okay? Welcome to all of our new members as well, guys. Don't be shy to comment below in the chat box. Let me know where you're tuning in from, guys. I'd love to get to know you, so don't be shy, guys, at all. And we're just going to wait for, I'm just going to update the video description here, and then we'll get started shortly, guys. I took an amazing gold trade in my VIP inner circle literally about 3 hours ago, guys. We got a nice pullback trade, and we were able to catch over 64%, less than an hour. But we're going to go over the charts tonight at what other opportunities we could see in the markets, or at least kind of mark up our levels and see what we can anticipate or wait for the coming days. Let's go, guys. Just update this here, waiting for this to load. We should be good, and then we'll get started, guys. Also, like I said, if you guys, it's your first time here, guys, don't be shy, comment below, and we're just gonna get started, guys. Let's go, let's go. All right, this is loading up. Any second now. Gotta update this here. Then we'll get started. Okay, guys. Almost there. Guys, also, if you enjoy these live streams, smash that like button for me down below, guys. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm going to share here in the... You guys follow me on the Telegram, and I'm going to share the group. We are live. Perfect. This is just loading up, guys. We should be good. All right, guys. So what are we looking at for gold? Charts properly here, guys. And like, welcome to all of our members that are tuning in. Let's go, guys. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's get it, guys. Got Scalping King. Let's go, my man. Let's get it. Let's go. Welcome, 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 guys. We're just gonna wait for a couple more people to join in, but we should be good, guys. We're gonna get started, okay? Perfect. Got this lined up. This is good. What pairs you guys looking at? Let me know what pairs you guys are currently looking at, guys. Let's go. Yes, guys, we're at 5 likes. Can we get it to 10 likes? Let's get it. Get it to 10 likes, guys. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna put the link here, and then we're gonna get started right now. Put the link here for our free Telegram in the chat box, and then I'm gonna pin it for all of our new members. All right, we got another member here. We got Lagozu looking at GJ and gold. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome, guys. Welcome to all of our new members, guys. If you guys are here and if it's your first time, I just want to personally welcome you guys to the family. And you'll notice that I call you guys members or family because I do consider you guys family members. So I want you guys to know that for all of the new members that are tuning in this evening. I want you guys to know that you have a place that you can count on here, guys. Trust me, if you're starting out, guys, I've been going live every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. And I also do sometimes surprise you guys here in the evening, like tonight. So if you don't want to miss on these live streams, guys, I'm telling you, you got to make sure that your notification bell. So when you subscribe below, make sure that notification bell is on and you click all notifications, right? I think some of them it says custom, all personalized, but just make sure it says all notifications that we don't miss out. Okay, guys. Okay, we've got a couple comments here. We got EG, perfect, GB, nice. Nice, yeah. So you guys are perfect. You guys like to trade the British pound, the euro. Nice, nice. So those are pairs I typically like to trade anyways. So you guys will be able to kind of use that as reference and learn from me as we go. And as you guys know, I'm here to share with you guys my journey in the process. And I want to help you guys out as much as possible. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in tonight. And we're going to get started here shortly. Let's go. We got Kanan. Good morning, Pedro. Welcome, my man. Let's go, Kanan. Let's get it. Lagosu, welcome. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, no problem, man. Happy to have you here as well. So thank you for coming in. Okay, guys. So we're gonna get started. We got a couple people that as they start joining in, we're gonna get started and focus on the charts, guys. And we've got Scalping King here. Miss Morning Gold buys. Yes, it's okay, my man. And we got Scalping King in my VIP inner circle. So yeah, my man, it's all good. You know what? But the most important thing is that you're learning. You saw how we saw the opportunity, right? And we got in. So don't worry, you're already part of the VIP. So you're gonna learn and see how other opportunities we take in, guys. And if you're looking to level up, maybe you like the way I explain things. Maybe you enjoy the way I teach or whatever the case is, guys. Like I said, you know what I mean? I don't have a course or anything like that, which, to be honest with you, some people have been asking because some people want to know the basics. It's kind of hard when you're in a live stream and you don't have like kind of the basic understandings or how you look at the charts and all that type of stuff. It's always nice to have like, okay, this is what you do, this is whatever. So right now I don't have a course, but what I do have is my VIP inner circle, and I called it inner circle because it's nice and intimate. And I literally share all my trade ideas, full breakdowns. I also do personal, like I give you feedback. We have a separate group chat where you can ask all these questions and you can have your questions answered by me personally. But not only that, you also get a live mentorship Zoom calls, and I think those are the golden asset when it comes to my VIP inner circle. And trust me, my students have seen huge success in their trading just off of the Zoom calls that we do. So it's really, really cool. I'm going to put the link here in the chat box, but we're going to get started, guys. So if you're interested in learning and kind of leveling up on your trading, guys, go check out my VIP inner circle. That way you guys will take your trading to the next level. So let's get started, guys. Let's take a look. So what did we see with gold? So pretty much what I saw with gold, we knew that we were kind of we had that strong momentum. We knew that we were at a major level structure. We knew that price kind of came up here at these highs and rejected, right? So we knew that. We knew that it was going to pull back, but pretty much price as it opened up on Sunday, we had that push up once more. And remember what I tell you guys, sometimes when price is going down a certain direction, right? So I'm going to show you guys example, like for example here, if it's going down this certain direction, let me just move it over here to the center. If price is going a certain direction, let's say it melted here, right? We have to understand sometimes as a rookie mistake, and that's okay. I want you guys to know that it's okay to do mistakes and stuff like that. It happens. What tends to happen sometimes is price, let's say it pulls back here. So you're like, okay, we broke below the support. So now we're going to look for a retest, right? Yes, but this is why we always want to wait for confirmations, right? We always want to wait for this candle closure, but we want to wait for the next candle to close bearish, right? And typically, especially on the higher time frames, like maybe the 1 hour, 4 hour, we're not going to need so much rejection, but at least maybe the 4 hour candle to be bearish. But in this case, let's focus more on like the 1 hour, the 30-minute. We want to see multiple rejection candles when it pulls back. When we get a retest and price breaks below a certain level, we always want to have a major rejection of that level structure for us to have that confirmation that it's going to go in that direction. Okay. If we don't get the rejections, guys, then it's pointless. At this given time, you could clearly see that we got one candle reject. The other candle, we still had the bulls still fighting. Hence, we had the next candle, literally the third candle, break above on the 1 hour time frame, and we broke above to these highs. And typically, sometimes we have these type of complex pullbacks or fake outs in this case, where price comes back up and retests, especially this resistance level on the higher time frame. Anyways, let's focus on current price action. I can go over these type of things so that you can learn, and I'm just showing you guys as an example so that you can use it as reference, okay guys? But that is just basically how we can literally kind of scope out these opportunities. And how did we catch this trade opportunity? Literally just from looking at the markets at this given time. How are we able to look at this, and how was I able to catch that 64 pip move? Well, it's very simple, guys. I looked at that level structure. If we go up to the 4 hour time frame, we knew that we were kind of back into this ranging area, right? So we broke below this level support, which was technically kind of per se this neckline of this double top on the higher time frame, the 4 hours, right? But when we broke below this area here, and I'm going to highlight this over here, right? This right over here is a resistance area, which if you look over here, when I put it to the right, you can see that's a level support that actually was broken, right? But another thing that people need to realize, and I always teach this in all of my live streams, guys, is that price, it doesn't mean just because it broke below that level support, we're 100% going back down all the way to these lows. Let's say, let me just highlight this over here, these lows down here, right? That doesn't mean that's 100% going in this direction. No, sometimes price will go into a range, okay? So we break below that lower area, and for all we know, this is a level support now that it's holding gold. For all we know, gold could come up here, come back down, create a double top, come up to these highs, and then reject again, and then come back and forth until maybe we either see it break below this out of this range or break above out of this range, right? So we always have to kind of see the bigger picture and understand that this is what price can do. We don't know what price is going to do. We work with what we have, right? And this is pretty much a great example of today's, like I literally pulled this trade out in my VIP inner circle. And I told them, guys, this is my target area, TP1 over here, and potentially even TP2 over here. But this is kind of my main target area at 177, 1777. It was where I was looking at. And I told them to enter literally around this area over here at around 1768, 1767. And you guys could see it. I shared it in my Telegram group as well, so you guys could see as reference. But that's pretty much how I did it, guys. I'm just gonna read through here, guys. Welcome, guys. We're at 9 likes, guys. Can we get it to 15 likes? Let's go. Also, welcome to all of our new members, guys. Welcome to La Familia. I appreciate you all. Let's go. As you guys know, we're one big family, guys, and we're growing day by day. So I appreciate you guys very, very much. For all the new members that are subscribing, guys, don't forget to hit that little notification bell and click all notifications. You don't want to miss a single live stream, guys. Trust me. Okay, we got thanks for the great job, Lagoso. No problem, man. Let's get it. Farouk, tell me about your network you made by trading Forex. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, my man, but like you're probably just wondering like how much I've made overall in trading. I can just tell you this. I've been doing this for 6 years. Originally started in cryptocurrency. To the point that when I originally invested in crypto, I traded it to the point that when we got in, we invested at 3,000. and we were able to pull out over, in the span of things, it reached over 120,000 in the portfolio. And obviously it came back down like everything. It was a little bit more longer term. Long story short, we were able to pay off a few things and we now have our home. There's a lot of things, right? But that's kind of more personal stuff, right? So I try not to talk too much about that because it's a little bit more personal. But as you guys know, you guys have been following me for a long time. Like I've said it very openly, I started in cryptocurrency, started trading crypto first, then I shifted over to Forex. And in fact, I really, really liked how, currency markets are a little bit more stable on that end. Obviously, there's still volatility, there's a lot of manipulation, but I found that cryptocurrency is more of a longer term investment as opposed to kind of like a daily trade, which you can still daily trade crypto. But I found that personally, I just like trading Forex more. So that's kind of my story behind it. And Richie, let's go, my man. Let's get it, guys. Let's go. Okay, guys, welcome to all of our new members that are tuning in. As you guys know, we're always killing these markets, guys, but we always as traders want to manage our risk. We don't want to be over trading. We don't want to be desperate, guys. As you guys know, we're going into the holidays. The markets start really, really cooling down around this time, guys. Okay. So also, guys, if you guys are new, make sure you guys tune in, but also don't be shy, guys. Comment below in the chat box below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If it's your first time here, guys, where you're joining. I always love to hear from you guys, as you guys know. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna continue on here, guys, and let's take a look on with Dixie, guys. So let's take a look at the 4-hour. And before, I think we've got, give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. You guys can see my arrows. Look at this. Look at this over here. We had that pullback, that strong momentum. I anticipated, look at my arrows here, guys. I anticipated to pull back. Look at my other arrows. So this is kind of where I'm anticipating it. As long as it rejects this level structure, we can anticipate Dixie to go down. So if Dixie goes down, then what happens in this case, right? Gold goes back up. So that's a possibility, and hence that's why we were looking at a pullback on gold. And I'm anticipating gold to probably come back up to the highs of this range, which is the highs over here, probably at this area about 1781. But I needed to break first this highs over here, which you see around 1776. Okay, guys. So that's kind of how we, obviously, they're correlated. I teach this all the time, guys, in my live streams. You guys know that. But we want to focus on this type of stuff, guys. We want to look at the bigger picture. We always want to zoom out, look at the bigger picture when we're in doubt, but also focus on our key levels, right? What are we seeing price do? Do we have some news as well too, right? But obviously, because the markets are starting to die off, we can see that definitely the news is starting to. We only have some Aussie news tomorrow. Yeah, this week is much more calm. Monday, yeah, so we had some US news this morning. Yeah. Okay, guys. Farouk, what I wanted to know is, and Richie, we'll take a look at USDJPY. Yes, my man, we'll take a look. Farouk, I wanted to know that is how reliable you are, because I feel sure about you. Then I was going to join into your VIP group. Thanks, my man. I appreciate it. Like I said, that's how I originally started in cryptocurrency. Then I moved over to Forex. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've been doing this every day, as you guys know. And maybe to be honest with you, like the only reason for my VIP, like I said, is to help you guys kind of level up on your trading. And it's really, like I said, if you go back and watch my other live streams, maybe I recommend, if it's your first time here, you've never tuned in before, go and watch my other videos, go and watch my other live streams, and you'll be able to see, like, I've been doing this for quite some time, but the difference I've been able to help people, like the messages I get every day from people that have been able to see the results, is such a blessing, right? And like, for example, we got like, one of our members here, Faru, maybe you're new to the channel, I'm not sure. Your name does seem new. Before you even join in, go and check out my other videos. You know what I mean? Get to know me a little bit more, and you'll see that I'm genuinely just trying to help you guys. You know what I mean? And being able to have, like I said, and I always say this in my live stream, being able to give is such a blessing, more than even receiving. When you give to people and you see how much of an impact you can create, even if it's a little piece or a little seed, it's really nice being able to see the results, right? Like, and you'd be like, wow, like I literally, I remember that person when they first started out, they were like really struggling, but because I was able to help them out in a certain way, now look at them, right? So, or getting the messages I get messages every day. I'm not exaggerating, right? So you know that that in itself is a self accomplishment, but also a purpose driven mission. You know what I mean? That's my mission, to be able to help traders as much as possible that are struggling, that are maybe, you know, going through this type of stuff, that and that's why I created that, right? So but yeah, I hope you understand that, Faro, and you know what I mean. Like I said, go and watch my other live streams too. We've taken trades live, like literally live, where I've told you guys, hey guys, this is gonna happen, and literally most of the time it happens. And like any trader, nothing's 100%. You know what I mean? I can't tell you I'm 100% right all the time, because that would be a complete lie. It's not the case, right? Any trader that tells you that is lying to you, right? So there's no always 100% in anything. But you know, I teach this all this type of stuff, right? You know, being a patient trader, being consistent, showing up, right? Studying, taking notes, all that type of stuff, guys, is what's gonna really help you up on your trading, guys. Okay. Let's go. We got Johan. Good morning. Let's go. Euro USD. Yeah, we'll take a look at USD, my man. MK, let's go. MK. Okay, guys. We're gonna continue on, guys. We're gonna continue on. We're gonna take a look at main pairs that we look at. Euro USD. That's some of you do also trade, so we're gonna take a look at this one. Then we'll shift out on over to our British pound pairs, and we'll see. So with your USD, I was anticipating it to come up to these highs, and we saw that nice clean rejection. Maybe anticipating it to come back down to this lower level down here, where you could see, which is 1.04, excuse me, 250 range, 300 range. This is kind of where I'm anticipating it potentially to come down. Just from looking at it, by the way, I haven't like fully done my analysis again, because I haven't come back to the charts in a while. But just based off of what I'm seeing right here on the 4-hour time frame, I can potentially anticipate your USD to come down to these lower lows area, this lower area down here. But let me clear the charts and show you kind of what I'm anticipating here overall for Euro USD. And we could see that if we kind of go up to the daily for Euro USD, we knew that we were in this downwards channel, nice and clear. We've come up to this resistance area, which is quite significant. But I'm anticipating, before we see any break to the upside, we should definitely look at, and let me just kind of zoom in here to show you, we should definitely look at price. So check this out. We knew that we were in this downwards channel for the longest time, okay? And this was something that was respected for quite some time, okay? So we knew that once we would break this area, we would anticipate price to start kind of going to the upside. We had that nice strong momentum push, okay? Now we do need to realize something, okay? This doesn't mean that just because we have got that strong momentum push, we're looking for price to go all the way up. No, because we have to understand that price needs to exhaust, right? Even on the higher time frames, on the daily, on the 4-hour, there needs to be some sort of exhaustion, right? So we need to understand that maybe price may come down here, and if it breaks actually this low, where I'm telling you, we may see it and break out of this upwards kind of channel per se, we could anticipate it actually to start kind of ranging. So we could even see Euro USD come down. Let me just highlight this area here. It could come down to this lower area here, and even a little bit lower down over here, right? So that could be a possibility where, let me show you longer term, by the way, longer term, you know what I mean? The euro may gain some strength, the dollar may start weakening, right? And we may see it kind of do something like this, where it's kind of stuck in this ranging area. Hold on, let me see this here. Stuck in this, oh, sorry about that, guys. Stuck in this ranging area, you know, kind of ranges in the bottom area here, comes back up, retests the highs of the range. And long story short, on the higher time frames, it'll just probably be ranging before it actually finally breaks above this higher area, right? So we have to understand that price isn't just going to go from a huge downwards channel from the pretty much the beginning of the year for Euro USD, and then it's just going to all of a sudden start going all in an upwards channel down. How we can look at the markets overall. And then we can kind of go from there, guys. Okay, give me 1 second here because I see the comments starting to fill up here again. Do you think going? We'll take a look at gold. We'll reference back to gold, but you guys saw we took a nice gold sell. Sorry, gold buy on the pullback. MK, today I'm mad GU hit my 40 pip stop loss before all going down to my TP. Ah, man. It's okay, bro. You don't know. It's all good. Remember, it is what it is. Sometimes it happens, man. It happens to me too, man. It's sometimes the market will do that, right? It comes exactly at your stop loss and knocks you out, right? And then it goes in your direction. But that's just part of the process, right? And you just gotta keep your head up. All right? Keep your head up, MK. You got this, my man. Farouk, it feels like you have some problems with your microphone or live chat or is not working properly because you sound sometimes stops. Live chat. Yeah. Not sure what's going on. I've been working on it. I've got some software stuff. So yeah, I'm working on it as we go, guys. This equipment is not as hopefully I'll be upgrading soon, but like even just the mic alone is like over, it's expensive stuff. So it's over like $300 plus my Mac plus this plus that. So it's just a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to know how to use it. Plus the software stuff. I have to pay for like software monthly subscriptions, all this type of stuff on the back end that you guys don't see to actually keep up with the live streams. And I actually have one of the not one of the fastest, it's the fastest internet here in Canada, which is Bell Fiber Optics, which is like the top. So even then, I don't think it would be the internet, might be a connection. I'm not sure, but I'm working on it as I can every day, guys, to provide you guys the best experience possible. So thank you so much, Farouk, for letting me know. I'm going to look into that further. And, as we go day by day, guys, we're always improving. Remember, consistency is what's going to give you results as long as you keep going every day. Jeremiah, let's go, my man. Jeremiah Garcia, let's go. We got a couple more people tuning in. Welcome to the family, guys, for all the new members that are tuning in. So what are we looking at, guys? So we know your USD is coming to that level. The daily is looking like it's rejecting that resistance area. So we are still kind of in this kind of upwards channel-ish, kind of this upwards, trend per se. I wouldn't say that it is like, going to reject this for sure. We don't know. Price could come back up to this high and reject it. But let me just clear the charts and start fresh because I feel like there's too much going on and then it's kind of hard for you guys to learn. So, and even harder for me to see as well too. So if we look here on the 4-hour time frame, what direction are we currently at? So we know that for sure we're in an upwards trajectory, right? We're looking to the upside, right? That's very clear. Perfect. So let's go up to the daily. Let's mark off our levels. What are major levels that we need to kind of watch out for? So kind of the major level I'm looking at personally is right now where it's currently at, which is a resistance area here. Remember, this is a zone, okay? So this isn't a specific line. Technically here, it doesn't matter. This is a zone where its price is rejected and respected this level in the past, okay? So now we know that we have had this strong momentum or this strong trajectory to the upside, okay? So we should anticipate at least price to exhaust. We had these small little pullbacks, these small little corrections, but we need some sort of a stronger correction, some stronger pullback, right? Some people, they like to look at the markets and they say, okay, I'll pull my fib here, right, from the lows to the highs, and we can anticipate maybe some sort of a retracement down here to our kind of like our golden zone, which is the 0.15, 0.618. This could be a level where I anticipate price to come back down for Euro USD, right? So we could see longer term Euro USD come back down to 0.50, 0.618 level. This could be a level where I can anticipate price to come back up before it actually come back down, before it actually comes back up to these highs, right? And if we look to the left, we know that that's also a resistance, a level of support in the past, but a future resistance area, right? So obviously this is very, very long-term because we're looking at the daily, but knowing that the overall direction could shift eventually, and we may anticipate some sort of a pullback, right? We can kind of clear our charts again and kind of look at where we are currently and what price is currently doing. So we know that we were kind of in this kind of upwards channel. We can kind of see it here a little bit more clear, kind of forming these higher highs and higher lows. And so I'm anticipating, like I said, price to come back down to at least retest this lower area, potentially down here. Okay. Now, if we break below this area here on Euro USD, then we wait for a retest. It's going to come back and retest these highs. And you can see that in the past, it was a resistance area as well. So if we break this resistance area, and it would retest it as a level support, we can anticipate a continuation to the downside. If we get a rejection here, then we're definitely looking for potential sells. But most likely, especially if we reject here, we can target this lower level. I wouldn't target further just yet because we need to realize that we need to knock out these lows first before we start looking for a longer term continuation to the downside. Okay, so we look for that, we take our profits, price might come back up, range here for a little bit, and then finally, or do a complex pullback and then finally break below and target the lows here, right? So this is just how I personally look at the markets, right? Everyone looks at the markets differently, right? You're able to scope out these opportunities and profit immensely, guys. As you guys know, I like to take trades that are usually like, larger pip amounts, you know what I mean? Where it's like, 50, 60, 80, 100 pips, right? As opposed to just grabbing your quick 20 pips, 30 pips, 15 pips, right? Some people just focus on 15 pips, and that's fine. If you could focus on 15, 20 pips a day, you're golden, right? But I like to focus on the bigger moves. But again, that's obviously a little bit more harder as well too, because you're trying to, we're not trying to predict the market, we're trying to react with what we have after the fact, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking there at Euro USD. Let's focus on GU now, guys. So overall, but even let's go back actually on Euro USD, guys. For those that are looking, like I said, we need to break below that lower level. Sorry, 1 second here. If this kind of comes down here, we need to break below this level of support here if price comes back down. But I'm anticipating it to potentially come back down, and we can anticipate if price breaks this lower support level, we can probably touch down this area here. And let me see how much of a pip move we have. Probably not that much. Oh, okay, so it's around 60 pips, right? And you kind of set your targets here and say, okay, I'm gonna set my stop loss around here, let's say 25 pips, and then you target the lows over here. That would be a 60 pip move sell, right? We could anticipate maybe price to come back down to that lower level, and that would be a nice, perfect little selling opportunity. Quick in and out of the market, right? For Euro USD, right? Look at that. You'd sell. We got that pullback here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Kind of. Yeah, I hope you guys are able to see that. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. So yeah, so basically, we could see that there's a lot of weakness in the market, right? So we had that strong momentum push. Price tried to come back up, but we could see that also even currently after the strong momentum, after the pullback, we see that price is respecting this level of previous support, now future resistance. Now, keep in mind, sometimes price might do something like this. So price might come back up once more. And if we get that pullback once more, which would be the complex pullback, and we reject this level support for Euro USD at 1.05, 151, then this would be a beautiful entry because our stops would be just a tad bit above here at about 20 pips, and then we would target the low. So now we would start getting a much higher risk reward ratio opportunity, which would kind of look something like this, I'll tell you. So if we get in here and we target kind of this level of support area over here, we're talking about 80 pip move, 77 pip move, right? And we would only be really risking 20 pips. And to be honest with you, if risking 20 pips, if price breaks above here, more or beyond 20 pips, it was definitely not going to go down anyways, right? So this is how we can, kind of get in on a perfect entry on Euro USD and kind of what I would be looking at if I were to enter, okay? So let's move on. Let's take a look at GU. What are we looking at GU, guys? Let's clear the charts here for a bit. Let's kind of go up to the higher time frames as always. We want to look at the overall direction. What is price trying to tell us, guys? So if we go to the daily here, guys, on GU, we can see that we have come to this level of resistance. Remember, these are zones, right? So this isn't a specific line or whatever. It's a specific zone area. We're pretty much at that resistance area pretty much right now, but I feel like GBP US may come back up and actually hold this, retest these highs once more. Maybe create some sort of like a head and shoulders pattern formation. Not the clears here, but you can kind of see it here on the 4-hour time frame a little bit. Let me kind of clear the charts. And we might get something like this happen. So I'm going to show you guys in a second. So this is the 4-hour time frame, by the way. So this is pretty powerful. We could see, this is the left shoulder here. You can see that this is the head. We could see that potentially this could be the neckline here. And we could see maybe one more push up to these highs over here, creating the right shoulder. And we may see price kind of break below. Once we get a break below this neckline here, this is where I may anticipate some selling opportunities for GBP US, right? But I don't want to see selling opportunities until we actually break below this lower level and we don't get some sort of a retracement. We need to probably see price come back up and get a much more complex retracement before it actually kind of goes down further, right? Because a lot of times some people will say, okay, it's a bearish move right now, so we may see price kind of go down. Yes, but you also have to understand that price may come back up and wick us out a little bit, take you out of your stops, and then it'll go in your direction and actually break below this neckline, right? If it doesn't break below this neckline or close below this neckline, which is really, really important, then you have to be very, very careful, because price sometimes will come down, right? You'll see it melting. You're like, okay, this is a perfect entry. I'm going to look for sell opportunities. But the problem is that you have to realize that sometimes if it doesn't close below, it'll just create a wick, and then you literally got stopped out, and price just ends up ranging at this lower end and then comes to the upside, right? Or below, or it finally breaks below after, right? So this is why we have to be patient, because if I go down to the lower time frames, this is a range probably, right? So if we look at it right now, I don't really see price kind of really trending anything or doing anything. It's just exhausting after this strong move to the downside. So we may see it kind of do something like this, where it goes down, doesn't break below that lower level yet, comes back up, goes down, and then maybe we see a final break, we retest, and then we go to the downside. On that retest, I wanted to confirm that it's rejecting and now using this level as a level of resistance, okay? But keep this in mind, even if I'm drawing this a head and shoulders pattern formation, keep this in mind that this as examples, right? And so we need to really realize that this is just an example of how we can look at the markets, right? I need to always look at the higher time frames, understand where I am, because we may be at a support level, right? This is why we look at the higher time frames. We use that as reference to kind of go back and see, okay, maybe we might have one more leg. Maybe, yeah, you know what? We might kind of create a new higher low, right? Probably down here, okay, before we start pushing once more to the upside, right? So just something to realize that that's what we may anticipate, guys, okay? That is for GBP US. I'm just going to read through the comments here, guys. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we got for yeah. I'm looking into that, my man, for sure. Okay, so we've got MK. We got, what's the biggest drawdown you came out of? I think the biggest one I did was 2K. Yeah, and that takes a lot, because a lot of times people are scared, right? Like, yeah, you take a loss, like you're like, oh my god, I'm a grand negative, you know what I mean? But you just ride it out as long as you stick it out, right? And that was when I was doing a little bit higher lot sizes. I've kind of gone back, and I've kind of gone into a comfort area, and that's why I say I'm not even close to where I want to be, guys. But eventually, I know I will reach that point where I'm doing like 5 full lots, 10 full lots. Right now, I'm doing like 0.50, 1 full lot if I'm really, really confident. And then I know, okay, you know what? I'm going to take this trade right now. For example, on gold, I'm risking $250 to potentially make $700, or to potentially make 1,000, right? And so when you know how to manage your risk, and you know how to get into the markets properly, and you're confident and you're sticking to your trading plan, and you're not gambling, because that's important, guys. You don't want to be gambling, right? When you don't want to get into the markets, just gambling. That's really, really crucial, guys. You have to understand that, okay? Okay, we got a couple of Modi. Welcome, Modi. Let's go. Got Monohara. Which strategy? I personally do the higher time frame supply demand and price action. Price action is pretty much king, to be honest. When we focus on basic market structure and price action, that's what I trade. I personally trade that way. There's other people that really focus on other stuff, different methods and strategies. I focus on, price action. Price action's king, and I focus on major key levels, kind of top down analysis, starting from the higher time frames, lowering it down to the lower time frames, like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes when it's like a, sniper entry that I want to get into. But that's kind of my main focus. There's so much stuff out there. You really have to find something that works for you. You know what I mean? If you find that you enjoy the way I explain things, then I highly recommend to learn from me and see how, come onto my live streams. I'm live every single day, guys, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Guys, come onto the live streams, guys. Tune in. You know what I mean? Watch it from beginning to end, and you guys will be able to level up and learn a lot. Trust me, guys. So just, yeah, that's my best advice, is just focus on price action. Don't focus so much in indicators. Don't focus on so much other different strategies out there that they mix in this, mix in that. Once you learn price action, you know what I mean? Any other indicator will be probably useless at this point, but you just use it as an added confluence. Like, for example, me, I focus on price action, but I use indicators sometimes as an extra added confluence. And I don't really use, like, I just use basic indicators like, you know, SMA, literally simple moving averages, which is like my 20 and my 50 moving average. But other than that, I don't use anything other than that, right? Look at here, we got a rejection potentially of our 20 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, right? Let's move on to the 1 hour. Maybe it's already on top. Look at it. We got a cross of the moving averages. We're potentially forming some sort of a, like I said, I wouldn't say it's definitely not a perfect head and shoulders pattern formation, but we may get price come back up, retest the 50 before it actually breaks below this neckline. We may see it actually go to the downside. But this just gives me an added confirmation that on the 1 hour time frame, we got a cross of the moving averages. We got the 50 above price, and we got the 20 moving average below the 50 moving average, which is a confirmation that, hey, we are starting to shift, and potentially we may be seeing price going down below, which is pretty powerful, right? Now, yeah, so I mean, like, that's just an example, right? But and then again, you'll notice that most of the times I don't even have my moving averages on because I just focus on price action. Okay, guys, welcome to all of our new members, guys. We got a couple new members joining in, guys. For all of our new members, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button, but also hit the little notification bell and click all notifications so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. Guys, we're at 16 likes. Can we get it to 20 likes? Let's go, guys. Let's get it to 20 likes. Let's get it. All right, guys. Also, for all of our new members that are tuning in, guys, go check out my free Telegram group, guys. I have an amazing community on there, guys. We've got multiple traders here that are new, that are, you know what I mean? So make sure you check that out. I'm going to put the link here in the chat box below. We got Monhar, Rising Wedge, and Gold. Let me take a look. Let me see what you're talking about. Let's see. Could be a possibility, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for example, like gold, I'm not looking for sell setups below this level structure right here, which is I have this line here. So I'm gonna actually highlight this right here. We're looking for sell setups below that level structure for gold. And then technically, if you look at it, we could see that, you know, it's kind of starting to form that kind of like what you said, rising wedge. That could be a possibility, yeah. Right, but we wouldn't look for sells until we break below and wait for that retest. Let's go. We got let's go, Goonies. We got my sister-in-law here. Let's go. We got MK. Will you take profit from challenge anytime soon to manage large capital? We'll see, my man. We'll see. Right now I'm trying to I'm really trying to just kind of focus on the channel as much as possible, and then with my personal trading, because it's really hard to manage everything. And even my inner circle, like it takes a lot of time because I really put a lot of time into it, you know what I mean, a lot of effort into it, so it requires a lot of my time, right? So it's like I want to, but at the same time it's like I also don't want to spread myself too thin, you know what I mean? But MK, let me tell you something, it's probably going to happen soon. But like I said, you know, I get so many people reach out every day. They're like, yo, like, you pass challenges, do you do this, bro, do you do, and that's like, man, I'd love to do everything, but it's hard when, you know what I mean, it's really tough, you know what I mean, on that sense. But I'm trying to focus on just the channel so I can provide you guys as much value as possible. And my main focus after the channel, which is you guys, right? I do, as you guys know, I'm here to provide you as much value as possible every single day in the mornings and even here in the evenings as well. But it's also my VIP inner circle, guys, where I literally, put my blood, sweat, and tears to help you guys really level up on trading. And, I've been seeing the results with my students. So those two things, guys, you guys, my VIP inner circle, plus my personal trading, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot, but I'm trying my best. And, maybe in the future, as I expand, that is the goal for sure. Got a lot of dry lips with the winter. Okay, so let's take a look at NASDAQ as well too, guys. Let's take a look at NASDAQ quick, and then we'll take a look at AUD USD as well, which is another pair I personally trade. And so what are we looking at NASDAQ? Where are we with NASDAQ? I haven't seen kind of what. Okay, so we rejected that level here. And so remember, we were looking at price kind of coming back down to this lower level. Look at that. We were looking for sells below that level structure on the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour. Look at that, guys. So we were anticipating maybe a potential range above this area. I said sells below this level structure. Look at this beauty. Price literally melted below, rejected our resistance area, and look what it did. Came down all the way here, pulled back up. Look at this, sells below this level structure, rejected it perfectly. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Rejected it perfectly and then melted exactly. Look, the little range happened here, not as long as I thought, maybe. That's fine. But this is why we monitor the markets. And then look at this. Look at my lines here, guys. Look, strong momentum. Look at this. Look at this. Came back up and literally retested this level high and back down lower. Look at this, guys. Look at this line here. And then look at what price did. Strong momentum, hold back up, then melt. And to be honest with you, the way I'm anticipating NASDAQ, I'm anticipating it to potentially continue to go down further to the lows of this ranging area, right? And if we look at the bigger picture on the daily again, we're technically kind of just stuck in this kind of new range that is forming, which is this highlighted area. I'm going to highlight this right now so you guys can see this area here. That to me is just stuck in a range, right? Even the daily's looking pretty bearish. You could see that, it's the bulls are still trying to fight, but it's pretty much just that kind of little pullback, but we can anticipate NASDAQ to come back down, potentially down to these areas, this lower level of resistance, of support, sorry, which is a major level structure. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at, to be honest, with NASDAQ, guys. Yeah, so we may see it come back down to these lows. Okay, let's move on, guys. Let's focus on AUD USD now. Okay. Guys, for 20 likes, can we get it to 25 likes? Let's go. Let's get it, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's get it. Guys, we're at 20 likes. Let's get it to 25. I know we're capable, guys. I know we're capable. Okay, guys, check this out. So what happened here? AUD USD. I think we took an AUD USD buy and we actually took our profits. We were looking at AUD USD coming up and probably retesting these highs because we broke above this ascending wedge. Now, we always manage our risk because you guys know, I always tell you guys this, even in the live streams and all of my students in my VIP, we take our profits and we run. I think we profited about 40 pips. I can't remember. I think it was like 40 pips, or maybe I'm mixing it with the other pair, but we took profits on this. It was a quick in and out. I think it was 20 pips. If you go back on if I go back in the reference of the trades, I can circle back and realize. I think we caught it was a quick 20 pips in and out. Anyways, the idea was that we were anticipating price to go up above, especially because it was forming this kind of descending wedge pattern formation on the top of this ascending wedge. We saw that this was a major level structure that price actually broke above and held as a level support. Unfortunately, like everything, there's a lot of manipulation. I believe we had some crazy news last week. Price broke below, came back up, retested, failed, then came back down again, and then pushed above this level. Then it came down below. You could clearly tell there's a lot of manipulation either way. And we did have some US news last week, a lot of US news, NFP, all that type of stuff. It was the end of the month. So we had a lot going on, guys. So there's a lot of manipulation in the markets, and hence this is what I'm telling you guys. Typically around the end of the year, the markets, the volume starts kind of dying down. We start seeing kind of the markets start to shift. And so don't feel bad, guys. That's, you know what I mean. If you're you're having some losses or whatever the case is, don't feel bad. It's just part of the game. It's part of the process, guys. So that's kind of what we were anticipating, and you know what I mean. We saw kind of that break below, but you know that's no trade there, anyways. We've kind of broken below, but let's focus on AUDUSD now. What are we looking at AUDUSD now? So I always wanted to look at the higher time frames, guys. What are we looking at here? Let's clear the charts too. Move drawings. Where are we at weekly too? Okay. So weekly, we know that we are pretty much at a major area here. This is a weekly level. This is a weekly resistance level. Okay. So now that we know this is a weekly resistance level, we're kind of stalling out here. We're not rejecting it right away. We can anticipate probably price to range a little bit. Okay. So give me 1 second here. Let me see what I can see. So even on the daily, we can kind of see that it's been respecting this kind of upwards channel. Okay. Now we can say that this is starting to, you know, these are higher highs and higher lows, the highs of the channel. Okay. Now, if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, okay, we need to realize that price may come back up, and this was the ascending wedge that I was telling you, may come back up and reject this level now because it kind of broke below it. Okay, this was a major level of structure, and price actually broke below it. Okay, so it's quite significant because to me, this on the higher time frames looks like a fake out. This is the 4-hour time frame, by the way. So this to me tells me that price tried to break above, tried to hold it as a level support, and it failed. Right, so a lot of manipulation regardless, but if we are able, if price comes here, okay, we can enter this area here, by the way. If price comes back up here at 0.667, 400 or 500 range, and it rejects this level of resistance now, because it was a level of resistance in the past, but it was also held as a level support. If it rejects this level, then we can anticipate sell opportunities, okay? Let me see. Something like this. Target the lows of this channel, and so on. Something like that, right? Obviously, again, this is very hypothetical, right? Because we can't just, we don't know what the price could do. We can't be predicting, but we can work with what we have, okay? We got MK, thank you for what you're doing. It's really helpful. All right, my man, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for supporting. And I appreciate those comments as well, guys. Thank you, MK. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's go on. Let's take a look at the 4-hour, the 1 hour. Yeah, that's all. I really just want to see a rejection of that level. If we see that rejection, then I'm looking for sells. Okay, so want it to come up here, reject, create a nice rejection. We can look for sell opportunities. See that? That's like perfect market structure, guys. This is how we look at the markets, guys. This is how we manage the markets, right? Perfect. So We got Jason Baker. The quiet. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at for audio. What are we looking at for? We're looking at. Let's go. Let's go. Wait for this to load here. Likes. Let's get it to 25. Get it to 25 likes, guys. Guys, and I also see a couple new members tuning in, guys. For all of our new members that are tuning in, don't forget to hit the little notification bell, guys, and click all notifications. You don't want to miss a single live stream, guys. Trust me. Trust me. Also, don't forget to join in our free Telegram group, guys. The link is in the chat box below. So make sure you guys join in on our free Telegram group called Blessed Traders Academy. Absolutely free to join in, guys. Awesome community on there as well. Let's go, guys. Let's look at Gbpusd. We're looking at Gbpusd, guys. Let's go to the 4-hour time frames. Let's see where we're at. So you know what? Let's do the daily. What are we looking at here on the daily? Okay. So we broke out of this range. So we actually broke above it, right? And this was a level that I was looking at support in the past. You guys saw that. I drew that box. But this was kind of the lower end of the range. And I told you guys, hey, it's going to reject this level. It's going to go back up. I didn't think it was going to go above the range, but we saw a nice clean, you can see that stronger momentum above that range area. So price did that. And so now we want to look at the higher time frames here on the daily. We're pretty much coming up to a really close level of resistance. Because if we look here on the left-hand side, we can see that we've got lots of area and touch points here, right? So, you know, price is actually kind of breaking above here, but we may actually anticipate it to kind of create some sort of a potential range. Excuse me, before it actually breaks above, right? So what I'm anticipating, let me clear the charts so you guys can see what I'm talking about. 1 sec. Damn, I removed my indicators. All good. Didn't need them anyways. So what we want to see is, yeah, so we're in this resistance area. This would be kind of the lows of this new range, I guess you could say, which is down here. Okay. So now I may anticipate price to reject this area. So we know that we're rejecting it here, but we need to see price break below this these previous highs, right? For me to actually see it continue to go down, back down to these lower, the low of the range, okay? If it doesn't break below, it might kind of range in between here for a little bit, and then we may actually see a final break above and retest and continue to go higher. Could be a possibility, right? So we're trying to see all different scenarios here happen out on the 4-hour time frame. We may see price kind of come back down, hold it as a level of support, previous level of resistance. Then we may actually see it kind of break above. If we break below this lower area here, then we can target the lows of this range. Okay, this is how we want to look at price and how price may move, right? We want to focus with what price is doing right now, but we also want to look at the bigger picture just to get an understanding of what price could potentially do, right? So again, this is previous highs up here. Look, we could come back down. If we break below this area, because obviously it would hold it as a level support. If we fail to hold this level as a level support, I'm looking for selling opportunities. And where would I target? I would obviously target the lows of this range, which would be something like this. If we break below that support level, we come back down, hold it as a level, retest it as a level of resistance, and look for sell opportunity down. Okay, the Gbpusd. Okay, now price currently, what it could do is come back down, hold it as a level of support, come back up, but fail to create and break above this resistance area and actually create some sort of a double top, and then finally break below, retest, and come back down to the downside, right? So there's two different scenarios that could play out, right? We need to understand that this is just how price may react. There's two different scenarios. We react with what we have, right? If it comes down here and it holds that level of support, then we look for buying opportunities, right? Back up to the highs of this range, right? Which is this resistance area at the top. If it comes back up, right, and it rejects the level or it breaks below this support level, then we know, hey, let's wait for the retest for a confirmation that it's going to continue to go down lower, right? Is that understood, guys? You guys understanding that? Yes. Perfect. We got Smoto. Let's get it, guys. Let's get those fire emojis. Let's get it, guys. We're at 24 likes. Can we get it to 30, guys? Let's freaking go. Guys, appreciate it. Appreciate all the love and support, guys. You guys have been amazing. So I appreciate all the support you guys have given me and all the love, guys. Let's freaking go. As you guys know, we're always killing these markets. And as traders, we have to learn to be disciplined. You know, I always teach this, guys. Discipline is key, guys. Always being consistent, always being disciplined, always sticking to our plans, guys. You know what I mean? And less is more. You guys know that, right? We focus on quality over quantity, guys. That's our main focus. And you know what I mean? I know that you guys have what is capable to be successful, guys. So just keep it up. Don't get discouraged, guys. And also, like I said, keep in mind, it's the end of the year, right? So typically around this time, you know, the markets are slow. You know what I mean? The volume starts kind of dying down. So just keep that in mind, guys. Guys, I put the link there for my website as well, guys. If you guys are, you know, want to get to know me a little bit more, guys, just keep that in mind, guys. I'm just going to report this spam, guys. Spam here in the chat. Also, I know a couple of people asking, if you're wondering what broker I use, I'm going to put the link here, guys. My broker is regulated, so I highly recommend you to join in a regular broker. If you go with my broker or not, just make sure it's regulated, guys. That's the most important thing, okay? I'm going to put the link here as well, guys. If you sign up to my broker with my link, you actually get a sign-up bonus. So I don't know the specific sign-up bonus, but go check it out, guys. Like I said, it's you know, they're regulated and they have very tight spreads, guys, and they have really good customer service. So I highly recommend them. But I know that some people have been asking me, so there's the link for those that have been asking. Okay. Okay, guys, let's continue on. So those are two scenarios that could pan out for Gbpusd. Okay, we could form that double top that I'm telling you, could come back down, form a double top, then we anticipate a continuation to the downside, or it might just kind of go all the way down, right? There's two scenarios that could pan out. Let's take a look at GJ, guys. Also, guys, if it's your first time here, guys, don't be shy. Comment below. Let me know in the chat box, guys, where you're tuning in from, guys. You know, what country you're tuning in from. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So GJ, take a look at this, guys. GJ, man, it literally followed through very well with this downwards channel, but it's coming back up to these highs. Look at this. It's coming back up to that resistance area yet again. Came up a little bit higher, but it's pretty much at that resistance area, and it's starting to reject pretty much exactly as expected. So I'm anticipating price, as long as it respects this level and we see GJ reject this area of resistance, we can anticipate selling opportunities for GJ. Pretty much go down here. This would be TP1 here, and then we can anticipate going even lower, as long as we're able to reject this area. So yeah, right now we're still, like, I'm not looking for sell opportunities at all. I want to see at least a double top on the higher time frames, or at least some candle rejections up at these highs above here for us to look for selling opportunities. Okay, guys. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is a perfect example of, you know, being able to, you know, kind of look at the markets, take advantage of the perfect opportunities, right? Because we kind of broke above these highs here, but this is also resistance area on the higher time frame. So yeah, I want to look for selling opportunities, guys. Let's go. Let's. All right, guys. So that's pretty much all I'm looking at there, guys, for now. Tomorrow, as you guys know, we're live every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. So I want to make sure that I'm rested for tomorrow as well, too. So I'm going to have to call it a night, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you much. And if it's your first time here, guys, thank you for joining. Welcome to La Familia, guys. I appreciate you very, very much, guys. Also, guys, I'll leave everything here in the link, guys. All the links are in my video description below. Also, make sure you guys follow me on all my socials on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, etc. You can follow me at official Pedro FX. The link should be in the video description below, but if they don't work, you could just literally search me on Instagram FX or TikTok, and it's all the same, official Pedro FX. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate you all. Have yourself an amazing guys are. Kill these markets, and again, have a happy holiday too, guys. Christmas is coming. Merry Christmas to those that will be enjoying it this month coming up. But like I said, the holidays are in, guys, so don't freak out. Don't get discouraged or whatever if the markets aren't like really moving in your favor, or they're moving slow, or there's like a lot of manipulation. Just remember, around this time every single year, the markets start cooling off. So that's normal, part of the process, right? So, even if I come in live, you know what I mean? I'll try and see if there's an opportunity in the markets, but if there isn't, at least you guys will be able to learn, right? And tune in and learn every day, more and more and more, guys. So that's my main focus, is to teach you guys as much as possible, but also to help you guys level up on your trading, guys. So that's what I have, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Have yourself an amazing, amazing evening or morning, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. Bye for now.